This week in NBA history, week of December 22nd. In 1984, Bernard King scores 60 points on Christmas Day. Kobe Bryant becomes the youngest player to reach 20,000 points in 2007. December 22, 1949. In his 13th game as a Celtic, Tony Lavelli scored 26 points as Boston beat the Minneapolis Lakers, who were on their way to a second straight NBA title. At halftime, the versatile Lavelli treated the 5,206 fans at Boston Garden to an accordion mini-concert, one of about 24 performances he gave around the league, for which he was paid $125 per concert by the NBA. December 22, 1956. Bill Russell made his debut for the Boston Celtics at home against the St. Louis Hawks. The Celtics won 95-93. Russell scored 6 points and grabbed 16 rebounds. December 22, 1962. The NBA's 1 millionth point was scored in either the Detroit-Chicago, New York-Boston, or Syracuse-San Francisco game. December 22, 1996. By pulling down 12 rebounds in Utah's 100-94 setback at Cleveland, Karl Malone became the 11th player in NBA history to reach 20,000 and 10,000 rebounds in a season. December 22, 2020. A shortened 2020-21 NBA season begins with a doubleheader, Warriors vs Nets and Clippers vs Lakers, to begin a 72-game season. The coronavirus pandemic of 2020 caused the season to start later than its typical mid-October start. December 23. December 23, 1990. In a game that took 26 days to decide, the Boston Celtics downed the Atlanta Hawks 132-104 at the Garden. The game was originally scheduled to be played on November 28, but a wet playing surface, caused by condensation from the ice underneath the parquet floor, forced postponement of the game 90 seconds into the second quarter, and the Celtics ahead 37-22. December 23, 1992. Michael Jordan scored 57 points to lead Chicago over Washington 107-98, giving Bulls coach Phil Jackson his 200th career victory, in an NBA record 270 games. December 23, 1994. Dana Barros of Philadelphia began a streak of 58 games in which he sank at least one three-point field goal, breaking the NBA record for a single season previously held by Michael Adams at 43. December 23, 1997. Hall of Famer Les Harrison, who led the Rochester Royals to the NBA championship in 1951 as owner, general manager, and coach, died at the age of 93. December 23, 1997. Chicago's Phil Jackson recorded his 500th victory as an NBA coach, reaching the mark in his 682nd game, faster than any other coach in NBA history. December 23, 1999. The Philadelphia 76ers are selected to host NBA All-Star 2002, the NBA announced. NBA All-Star 2002 will include the 51st NBA All-Star Game, the events of NBA All-Star Saturday, the NBA Team-Up Celebration, and the NBA All-Star Jam session presented by Fleer. NBA All-Star 2002 will be held February 8-10, 2002. The First Union Center, which opened during the 1996-97 season, will host the NBA All-Star Game and the events of NBA All-Star Saturday, while the Pennsylvania Convention Center will play host to the NBA All-Star Jam session. The city of Philadelphia and the 76ers were originally scheduled to host the 1999 NBA All-Star Weekend, which was canceled due to a league work stoppage. This will mark the fourth time the NBA All-Star Game will be held in the city of Philadelphia. The Philadelphia Warriors hosted the game in 1960 at Convention Hall, where 10,421 turned out to see the East top the West, 125-115, behind 25 points from Wilt Chamberlain. December 23, 2007. In Madison Square Garden against the New York Knicks, Kobe Bryant became the youngest player in NBA history to reach 20,000 points, 29 years, 122 days. LeBron James would break that record in 2013, 28 years, 17 days. December 24. December 24, 1960. Boston pulled down 109 rebounds in a game against Detroit to establish an NBA record as the Celtics beat the Pistons 150-106. December 25. December 25, 1960. The host Syracuse Nationals routed the New York Knicks 162-100 in a holiday game, setting a record for margin of victory, 62 points, that would last for 12 years. December 25, 1984. Bernard King scored a franchise record 60 points for New York, but the Knicks bowed to the New Jersey Nets 120-114. December 25, 2004. In their first meeting since the November 19, 2004 brawl, Detroit Pistons beat the Indiana Pacers, 98-93 at the Conseco Fieldhouse in Indianapolis without further incidents. December 25, 2008. Shaquille O'Neal became the second player in NBA history to miss 5,000 free throws, joining Wilt Chamberlain. December 25, 2008. The Los Angeles Lakers defeated the Boston Celtics, making Phil Jackson the sixth coach to win 1,000 games. He also became the fastest to 1,000, usurping Pat Riley. December 25, 2020. Hall of Famer K.C. Jones, an Olympic gold medalist and two-time NCAA champion who won 8 straight NBA titles during the Celtics' Bill Russell era and then coached the Boston teams with Larry Bird, Kevin McHale and Robert Parrish to 2 more championships in the 1980s, dies at 88. December 26. December 26, 1976. Larry Kennon of San Antonio set an NBA record with 11 steals in the Spurs' 110-105 victory over Kansas City. Kendall Gill of the New Jersey Nets tied Kennon's mark more than 22 years later when he recorded 11 steals against Miami on April 3, 1999. December 26, 1995. The NBA Jam Session presented by Fleer, the league's interactive basketball attraction, opens at the annual Barcelona Children's Festival in Spain, the first time that Jam Session ventured onto European soil. December 26, 1997. San Antonio's David Robinson scored 24 points to pass the 15,000-point plateau for his career. December 26, 2000. Don Nelson of the Dallas Mavericks notched his 945th head coaching win when Dallas defeated Seattle 114-93, moving ahead of Bill Fitch, 944, and into third place in all-time NBA coaching victories. December 26, 2001. Philadelphia 76ers coach Larry Brown became the 9th coach in NBA history to reach 800 victories in the league after the Sixers' 100-86 triumph over the LA Clippers. December 26, 2011. Several members of the 2011 draft make their debuts on this night. Kyrie Irving debuts for the Cleveland Cavaliers in a 104-96 loss to the Toronto Raptors. Kawhi Leonard debuts for the San Antonio Spurs in a 95-82 win over the Memphis Grizzlies. Isaiah Thomas debuts for the Sacramento Kings in a 100-91 win over the Los Angeles Lakers. And Kemba Walker debuts for the Charlotte Bobcats in a 96-95 win over the Milwaukee Bucks. December 26, 2023. The Nets defeat the Pistons, 118-112, to give Detroit its 27th straight loss to set a single-season mark. December 27. December 27, 1956. Bill Sharman's consecutive free throw streak ended at 55, an NBA record that lasted for 19 years. Houston's Calvin Murphy broke the record with 58 consecutive free throws during the 1975-76 season. The current record is 97 by Michael Williams of the Minnesota Timberwolves, set in 1993 over 2 seasons. December 27, 1964. Oscar Robertson of Cincinnati had 16 free throw attempts in one quarter of the Royals game at Baltimore, the most free throw attempts in one quarter in NBA history. The mark has been matched by 5 players in 36 years, including Michael Jordan in 1992, but it has never been surpassed. December 27, 1967. The New York Knicks named Red Halsman head coach, replacing Dick McGuire. Halsman went on to lead the Knicks to NBA titles in 1970 and 1973, utilizing several players recommended by McGuire, who became the team's chief scout. December 27, 1978. Seattle's Paul Silas played in his 1,123rd regular season game, at that time trailing only John Havlicek's 1,270. Robert Parrish now holds the record for the most games played in an NBA career, with 1,560. December 27, 1980. Calvin Murphy of the Houston Rockets began a streak of 78 consecutive free throws made in a game against Washington. It was the first of 16 games Murphy would need for his then NBA record FT streak. December 27, 1991. Tim Hardaway of Golden State set an NBA record for most field goals attempted with none made in a game when he shot 0 for 17 in the Warriors' 106-102 OT win at Minnesota. December 28. December 28, 1950. Dolph Chase of Syracuse pulled down 35 rebounds, at the time an NBA record in the new statistical category, in a game at Philadelphia against the Warriors. December 28, 1995. Dick Motta of Dallas became the third NBA coach to win 900 games when the Mavericks beat the Grizzlies, 103-101 in double overtime. He joined Red Auerbach, 938, and Lenny Wilkins, then with 1,014. December 28, 2019. In a game between the Indiana Pacers and New Orleans Pelicans, history was made by the Holiday brothers. Aaron Holiday started for the Pacers as did Drew Holiday for the Pelicans. Then, with 7 minutes and 47 seconds left in the first quarter, Justin Holiday checked in off the Pacers bench. That made them the first trio of siblings to play in the same NBA game.